you said you started at the age of 14 and now you're 23. That's 9 years. That's a huge time. Even I have seen many people age of 30 or probably more than 40 also, depending on their parents. And
They just don't want to see you
yeah.
poor, or they don't want to see you on the roads like asking for money.
Hi guys, welcome back to PB Talks. We have Yash Surana with us today. So hi Yash, how are you doing?
I am doing great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good too. Nice to meet you and nice to see you on the podcast too.
Same here, Pawan. It's glad you invited me to the podcast today. I'm very honored to be here.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for coming. And so to start with, Yash, what interested you into sales and marketing? As you're an expert, or you have decent experience or a good amount of experience in sales, right? So what attracted you towards sales?
So let me just start with how I got into sales and what has majorly attracted me. So to be very honest,
Yeah.
I'm 23. So I look elderly,
Okay.
but I am 23 now. I started working when I was 14 at my dad's place. So that time I used to sit at my dad's. In Hindi, you say galla, galle pe baithta
Yeah.
hai. So I used to sit there. I used
Relevant. Yeah.
to handle people there. So the basic thing which I
Okay.
understood is sales is all about people skills. If you can
Hmm.
manage people, if you can convince them to get anything from you, then you're good at sales.
Yeah.
So the most
Hmm.
important and the interesting part of sales is money. You
Yes.
sell anything, you get money. So in today's world,
Yeah.
people say there is no need of money. You need to be a good person. You need to be philosophical. So I love this Shah Rukh Khan's quote: "Before becoming a philosopher, become rich." So
Yes.
that so I would say these two factors have helped me grow in sales and marketing. I won't say I'm a expert in that, but sales is a vast subject. So every day you learn a new thing. So that's how I'm growing in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That's so great to listen, Yash, because you said you started at the age of 14. 14 में तो I was in ninth or 10th. Right? मतलब मुझे I didn't even had this idea of starting something, helping my father. I mean, you said you're helping your father in his thing, right?
I was
I mean,
firstly
I didn't
interested
have
in
any
those
idea.
things. I was
Okay.
startingly I was interested in doing something. Like when I got into this, you learn when you get into something. You can't just study
Yeah.
books and listen to something and start a business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. So I've seen that you have a company as well. You're a
Yes.
founder of a company. So what's
Yes.
that about?
So I have been working in a rental industry from past 9 years now. So I took an
Okay.
experience of those rental industry, and when I see this, so 9 years of my life I have spent in those industry, which I never thought I would be in because my dad was into food business. I never thought I would be into something like
Okay.
tech or IT or you say sitting, getting into the corporates majorly. So my business, I floated a brand called Rento Joy. So as it say, Rento
Okay.
Joy is my baby now. So it's 1 year in it is completed. It's 1 year in 24 Feb 2014.
Wow. Wow.
So
Wow.
it's just a basic rental platform where we serve both B2C and B2B clients. So we
Okay. Okay.
provide these laptops and other machinery.
Yeah. So how's it been in Renter Joy?
So you say not that's a roller coaster ride when you have your own startup or your business, and it's totally a
Yeah.
bootstrap thing. So you learn many new things. So getting a brand, getting a company. So I come from a typical Marwadi Jain family where people do
Hmm.
not understand equity. They do not understand what does money raising happen. Like what is a brand? Why do you need to trademark the name? Everything. So in my whole family, I'm the
Yeah.
first person who is getting all this done. So quite interesting journey till now. So it's a long journey to go. I won't say it's an
Yeah.
end to it, but long journey.
But that's really amazing. You said you started at the age of 14 and now you're 23. That's 9 years. That's a huge time. And then 14 पे लोग start ही नहीं करते, right? And you're the one who's starting at 14, started at 14, and then now, you know, you have your own company which is doing pretty good, finished its 1 year. So pretty amazing to listen all of these.
I would say that it's not uh, that much amazing because you see many childrens out working there. So, uh, so there is a rule
Hmm.
I heard. I am not sure if that's a rule or something. Children in
Hmm.
US are just told by their parents to move out of their houses and they are 14 or 15. So they
Yeah,
take care of
yeah,
their
even I heard.
expenses. Yeah, they take care of their expenses themselves. So I guess that should be
Hmm.
implemented in India too, because see, till the time you be a burden to your parents, I see many people who are 30, 35 and still are burden to their parents. Like, I am learning, I am doing my graduation or post graduation. So
True.
I would say if you're doing that, then continue with the studies and earn something on that. Many people say that I want to focus on
Yeah,
one thing. So focus is something which doesn't come without money. Till the time have you have a good space, you
yeah,
have good nature around you, then money gets you all those things. My single thing is, till the time your pocket is heavy, you don't feel anything is empty in your life.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. Many people, even I have seen many people age of 30 or probably more than 40 also, depending on their parents, and also becoming a very big burden to them, right? So but many people these days, I think they are scared to start something, right? As you said, it should have a balance, or continue your education, do not be a burden to your parents and everything. So as you have experienced all of these situations, and you started something at a very young age, because people at 14 don't tend to start something like this, they don't tend to take the initiative. So what differentiated you and any normal 14-year-old boy? So what was that mindset, difference, or what was that which drove you at the age of 14?
I would say there is nothing differentiation as such. So one thing
Hmm.
which affected me was having a good lifestyle.
Hmm. So now, as you are 23, when you look back those nine odd years of your life, do you feel happy that you have started early, or do you feel like, okay, I should have started off, at this point of time?
No,
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 I know it
definitely.
won't be a regret, but still I had that question.
No, so I would tell you that I quit my studies to start learning from the.
Oh,
So you will start learning from the life. So for me, education is something which is not
yeah,
bookish. So I learned from the roads, not from the
yeah.
books. I say that to everyone. So when you're on roads, you know the reality of India.
Oh,
You know the reality of the world. You can't sit in your office or you
yeah,
in your home and read a book and get into the world. You need to get out, get yourself.
yeah.
People say get a sunstroke to get earn money. I would say that too. Get on the roads, rub your knees on the roads, then you'll get to see what is life. I would say it's a bad. Like definitely, I started earning.
Yeah.
So 2014, it was my dad's venture, and this rental part when I got into the B2B sector of the rentals, it was from a known person. The
Yeah.
company was of my known person. So that time I was like, I'll just
Okay.
sit there, understand if I'm interested, then I'll go for 2 weeks, or else I'll just quit. I was that time keen into food because my parents were into food and everything. But eventually
Okay.
I realized that
Yeah. Yeah.
this is something because IT is such a vast field that every day you discover new things.
Yeah.
Because if I say that Intel is
True.
launching something new today, or Apple is launching something new, so every 6 months or 1 year there is a new establishment happening. So that's how I enjoyed working there
Yeah.
because having a new issue coming up every day, you're solving that, or you are putting even your brain to solve that. That's a task to your brain. You can't get that task in your colleges or something like that.
Congratulations, Yash, for that. I mean, that's an amazing thing to listen to also, because I know many people have dropped out. There are many. big people have stopped studies and focused on their own venture or startup or any other thing. But I never met and spoke to a person who has dropped out of their college or whatever it is. So when did you drop out actually? When was that?
So that was in 2016. So I did my degree first year. I realized that degree is
Okay.
not my cup of tea.
Okay.
So I just told my dad that I'm
Yeah.
not. So I had eight backlogs that time, four in the first and four in the second sem.
Oh.
I just so all were in different, like
Okay.
I was pretty good in studies till my 10th. Then you enjoy your college life that time after that. So I just told my dad that I'll just
Yeah.
I don't want to continue the studies. I want to build something of my own. I want to learn new things. So this is the best part. Like my family has
Okay.
always been supportive for what I wanted to do and what I want to make.
Yeah. So now, as you said, your family is being supportive with you, right? So so how much? I mean, that will make your life much easier, to be very honest. But now let's talk about the difficulties you have faced without, as you said, you have dropped out after your first year of degree,
Yes.
right? First year of college. So after that 1 year was done, you told your parents that you want to do something on your own and you don't want to study. Then after you dropped out, what were the challenges and difficulties you have faced, right? In terms of adapting to that, क्योंकि मैं अब you know yourself, and that your parents also know that you're not studying anymore. I mean, you dropped out of
Yes.
college. I mean, the society thinks people who dropped out are, मतलब ये कुछ नहीं होगा इसका जिंदगी में, ये क्यों ड्रॉप आउट कर दिया. Some many people have that mindset
Yes.
in Indian societies, to be very honest.
Yeah.
So what did other people say to you, or what was in your mind thinking अच्छा लोग क्या सोचेंगे, or was that there in your mind, or like okay नहीं, I'll
No,
do
no.
whatever I want to,
So
was
I'll
that there
just
in your
tell you
mind?
where it started. So in my first year, I was already working for the
Hmm.
B2B company of rentals. So my college was till one
Yeah.
in the afternoon,
Yeah.
and after one, I used to scoot out from the college, and I
Hmm.
used to start working there. So that was a pretty well experience there, and my dad
Okay.
saw that he's doing pretty well there. He's enjoying working there. He's learning new things, and matter of
Hmm.
fact, he's also
Hmm.
earning
Hmm.
money because I don't feel any of your
Hmm.
parents are against you, against your like ambition or something. They just don't want to see you
Yeah.
poor, or they don't want to see you on the roads like asking for
True.
money. So that's the only fact.
True.
So I would say an
Absolutely.
interesting thing to you this time. So I have a
Hmm.
couple of friends with me, and who are still studying. So they want to get a degree
Hmm.
only just to get married. So you spend some
Wow.
so yeah, that's fact. Actually, you go to a couple of colleges, you ask them why do you want to get a
Hmm.
degree. Out of 100 students, 20-25 students will give you the same answer. So once we have a degree, we will get married. So that's like when I heard this, I was like, what is this? Like, this is not the mentality I want to promote actually. But that's a fact because
Yeah. Yeah.
degree is the validation for the society, not in in in
True.
what do you say, in depth. If you go, then you know what you want to do exactly. So studies also give you money, not that.
Obviously.
So that's pretty, you they say ki you study. I saw this movie yesterday, MS Dhoni. पढ़ोगे लिखोगे तो बनोगे विद्वान, खेलोगे
Hmm.
कूदोगे तो
Hmm.
बनोगे खराब. So that mentality has to be changed, frankly.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So
Yeah.
different
Obviously.
aspects of
Obviously. The
society.
Indian mentality, है ना? Typical Indian
Yeah,
mentality.
exactly,
Typical
exactly.
Indian mentality. That
Yes.
that I guess that will change, but it will take time for sure,
No, it's
because
changing actually. A
it
pretty
will take
good time right
a
right
lot of
now.
time. अभी थोड़ा बहुत it is changing. Yes. Yes, it is changing, but पूरा सबको change होने में it will take time.
So I'll tell you, like in Jain community, so in this
Yeah.
Marwadis, Jains,
Yeah.
and Agarwal Maheshwari,
Yes.
business is
Yes.
more important. You see 60-70% of the
Yeah.
children in these communities, they run their family businesses
Yeah.
or they do something on their own. You won't find a banya
Yeah.
guys going to an office. So I see a couple of memes coming out every day, a banya in
Yeah.
IT office or something
Yeah.
like that. That's true. That's true. Because the salary which a corporate is giving, they earn that in
Yeah.
1 week or
Yeah.
one and a
Yeah.
half week every month. So matter of
Yeah.
fact, ki money is the
they
most
say ना उनके
important
खून
part.
में ही बिजनेस है तो that that justifies it.
So I would say
हाँ.
किसी के खून में business नहीं रहता. So just uh, like I see many I'm speaking to many people nowadays. Like I started my so I meet new
Hmm.
people every. I decided when I started this,
Hmm.
कि whatever the situation is, I'll at least try to
Nice.
meet one person new every day. It might be anyone. It might be
Hmm.
my building's watchman. It
Hmm.
might be I'll just speak to them for 5 minutes. Anyone new, because anyone in the country can, anyone in the world
Yeah.
can teach you
Absolutely.
one small thing which you don't know. So that I decided. But if you are in a family, if you are in a space where the words the whole day, the conversation the whole day is money, business, then
Yeah.
you automatically get diverted to that. So if you go to a military family and generations, I see many of the generations
Yeah.
are serving the country, are into armed forces. So you see
Yeah.
the next generation is also into armed forces. So that's like because in their house, that's the thing they are speaking
Yeah.
out there, they're having conversation about. So that's obvious thing that you get into business. There's no option. Like I would say there is no option in this
Yeah, that
part.
is absolutely true. I mean, if now in India it is changing, as you said, that people's mindset, parents' mindset, uh, is what the son has in general. Or if I'll tell you an example, right? I know many people, as you said, you have spoken to various different people, right? Now I'll tell you mine. This is an opposite kind of a thing, right?
Yes.
I know a friend
Yeah.
who's now doing engineering, right? And then his parents are also engineers, right? उनका मतलब फैमिली में कोई भी, आई मीन his cousin, their dad side or nor mom side, nobody is in business, right? But this guy is also into like engineering, full techie coding. He loves coding and everything, but at the back of his mind he wants to start an AI startup, right? What उसने घर पे बोला and they said no for it, right? So you know
Oh, great.
उनका रहता है, I mean, why to take that risk, have that conventional lifestyle and everything like that. So that is a typical mindset, right, as we spoke about, for Indian families.
So I would tell you, see,
Hmm.
when you are doing an engineering or you're doing an MBA,
Yeah.
so an average, if I'm not wrong, just correct me, an average uh, fees
Yes,
which you pay
absolutely,
for an
absolutely.
engineering college
Yeah.
is something around 5 to 6 lakhs. So just imagine you
Hmm.
are paying 5 to 6 lakhs of fees
Absolutely, that's the point.
just to learn what you don't want to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
That's the one thing which many people don't understand, because that trend has been
Yes.
going on from a very long period, that मैं
Yeah.
engineering करूँगा उसके बाद MBA करूँगा. So if a
Yes.
person is
Yes.
interested to study, then there is no harm to do that. But a person
Hmm.
like me who has never studied, so frankly, who has never gone through books or something, it's not a point. So I sit on my desk to see what the
Yeah.
works I have done in my life and what I want to continue with. Not the books for like I have done my cos theta today and tan theta tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm not that kind of person. So that's
Yeah.
one thing which should change. So and that will eventually change because parents are
Yeah.
also seeing the change in the society. So
Yeah.
society, you can't change the whole society at once, but you need to be very, you know, you need to have
Yeah.
that belief in yourself कि बस मैं तो कर लूंगा. I had that. Not many people. I would say I was fortunate enough
Yeah.
to get my family on my side, because once you have your family on your side, then बाहर के लोग कुछ भी बोले जाए जान दो
Yeah.
भाई. No one cares, because um, that time my dad used to
Yeah.
tell them कि आपको
Yeah.
क्या हो रहा.
Yeah.
He
True.
is doing
True.
his
True.
thing. He's not asking
True.
you anything.
True.
He is
That's how
doing
it
his
should
stuff.
be.
Let him do.
yeah,
So that was my dad's reaction when people yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. So
yeah.
people need to change
That's how
that
it should
mindset
be. I
actually.
mean, अगर आपको कुछ इंटरेस्ट नहीं है तो you don't need to do that. To be very honest. Hmm.
Definitely. So now also if AI I talk, if I talk about
Yeah.
the AI, there are a couple of startups coming in AI. So eventually you can be so
Hmm.
I was just scrolling my LinkedIn today. There
Hmm.
was one post who was asking for a CTO
Wow.
in his company
Wow.
with
Hmm.
a 50% stake in the company for building some AI.
Yeah.
So you have multiple opportunities to get in. You just need to pick that and show your parents, your known ones, ki
Yeah.
boss, I am
Yeah.
frankly interested in this.
Yeah.
I want to genuinely do this. Just give me some
Yeah.
time.
True. True.
If that's
True.
not working, then I'll do what you want. So that's how you
Yeah.
convince, you make
That's
people
absolutely right.
understand
That's
the things.
absolutely right. Because many people they try to do something on their own, but eventually they could not convince their parents, right? So that is also there because अभी सबके parents एक ही नहीं होते ना. Few parents will be strict, few will be okay, ठीक है your wish, and few won't agree at all being strict. So it depends again, right? So in this situation, right? As your parents are already agreed to what you're doing and they accepted it and then they're being very supportive to you, right? So let me just ask you the opposite of it, right, to make it interesting. What if your parents didn't accept or didn't support you while you were going through that phase, right? So what would you do as a person?
So if I thought about this quite of time. The
Hmm.
one thing which I would do is I would continue with my
Yeah.
studies. So I would say you have 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
So you have a plenty of time
Yeah.
after your education to do something which you want.
Hmm.
So after your studies, after your job,
Yeah.
you do anything, your parents will stop that. So you are doing what they want.
Yeah.
After that, that's
Absolutely.
your time. You do anything. They won't stop you for that.
Yes, I
So
stay in Hyderabad.
you
Yeah.
go you stay. I guess you stay in Hyderabad, right? You go to this cable
Hmm.
bridge
Hmm.
today. There are hundreds of people standing in night to at night 2 o'clock,
Yeah.
3 o'clock,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
just clicking photos,
Yeah.
just roaming on the
Yeah.
vehicle. So are their parents stopping them from that?
No.
No, right? So after education, after a job, whatever you do, that's your time. That's
Yeah.
your take. So there is no one to stop you
Yeah.
because eventually, what I understood is your parents were not against
Hmm.
you. They just cared what you want to do
Yes. Absolutely.
because they have seen that life. They have that
Yes.
experience. So it's better you balance both the things and work out in
Yeah.
your life
Yeah. Yeah.
because it might be difficult in the start, but once you achieve those aspects of life where you can say your parents keep mom dad I'm earning much more than what I get in
Yeah.
here, then they'll automatically say okay it's your wish,
Yes.
your life, you can go across
Yes,
with it.
absolutely. That's absolutely true. Absolutely true. So this is what the motivation majority of the people need because abhi everybody is doing engineering. Almost, I guess, almost 60 to 70% in India are into engineering. I don't know the exact number, but approximately more than 50% is obviously into engineering. उसमें I guess at least only 15 to 20% are actually interested in doing that. The rest 70 80% are not at all interested in doing it, including myself. Right? so so many people I know many people who are not interested, and I've seen also many people who are not interested, but still are family के लिए घर वालों के लिए ठीक है पढ़ लेंगे यार, it's fine, just for these 3 4 years it's fine, and then we'll do whatever you want to do after that or during what we are studying, right? That happens with everybody.
Yeah.
So as you, as a person, Yash, you have started very early at the age of 14, right? So do you think
Yeah.
starting early is important, or you can start whenever you want to and achieve the same amount of height? Now as you have started at 14, and if a person is starting at 25, suppose,
Yes.
right, in the same domain, will he achieve, if he wants to, will he achieve the same level at some point of time, or it depends on how hard each one of them is working?
No, so I would say it totally depends. So I am a true believer of hard work and luck.
Yeah.
So for me, these two go hand in hand.
Hmm.
So if you do hard work, you can cross any point of mark.
Yeah.
See, for me, 95% is hard work and 5% is luck.
Yeah.
Because without luck, there is nothing. You
Yes.
just sit at your home and you think, yeah, today Mr. Ambani will come and sponsor my trip or sponsor my education. That's not happening. You
Yes.
need to prove him, ki boss, I have the capability. I have everything what you want.
Yes.
I was just reading the news today. A guy whose salary was 4 times increased by Google.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't know, it's 4 times or 4x, it's something like that.
Hmm.
So because he showed his capability to the company, he was,
Yeah.
I can do this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't need you guys. You guys need me
Hmm.
here.
Hmm. Yes.
I have this
Absolutely.
expertise.
Absolutely.
So if anyone, to answer your question there, if anyone is starting late and want to reach that mark, I would say if they had that what do you say zeal to
Hmm.
compete, they can definitely get to the point where many of the startups are still not there.
Yes. Absolutely.
They can beat. So you need to have your inner belief कि boss मैं कर
Yeah.
सकता हूँ. If you tell that every day to yourself, then you can beat. Abhi, if there is a 6 inch guy, 6 feet guy in front of me,
Hmm.
and he's just threatening me,
Hmm.
I feel inside कि बॉस ये तो मेरे को मार
Yeah.
देगा, मैं कुछ नहीं कर
Yeah.
सकता. तो वो तो मारेगा ही आके, क्योंकि आप डर गए
Yeah.
हैं.
Obviously.
At that point you think कि बॉस मैं इसको मार डालूंगा, मैं तो फोड़ दूंगा
Yeah.
इसको. Then that's the point where you get there कि बॉस I have that belief कि I can do
Yeah.
anything. See, for me, age is not an object. Age is not the fact. Because this is not the meter where we get, and it's just a number which you tell yourself कि बॉस मैं 24 साल का हो
Yeah.
गया, मैं 40 साल का
Yeah.
हो गया. No, so definitely it's a great thing to start anytime. Like if you are starting, have that one thing in your mind कि मैं तो कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ.
Yes.
मैं जाके बिल गेट्स से फंडिंग ले सकता हूँ मैं.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not going for funding, that is a secondary matter, but you have that belief कि बॉस मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ.
Yes.
Have that belief.
Yeah. If you believe in yourself and if you have the right mindset in the right direction, आप कुछ भी, आप पहाड़ भी तोड़ दोगे आप. Right, they say, right, आप कुछ भी कर लोगे अगर ये है तो.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a fact because
Yeah.
mindset is everything what you want to do. Once
Yes.
you think I'm a failure, then you are possibly a failure
Yes.
only. You can't achieve anything in your life.
Yes, absolutely. And that's absolutely true. It's absolutely true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So now, Yash, I have one very interesting question, right? So do you between these two things choose anyone, right? Money or fame? What do you choose? I asked these in my podcast. I asked this question in my podcast in general to everybody to see what they're answering. So I'm asking you too. Money or fame? Which one do you choose, and why?
Definitely money. Definitely
And why?
money. I
Why?
would choose. See, I would tell ki once you get the money, you can work towards the fame.
Yeah.
You have fame, you can't get the money through that. So I
Yeah.
see hundreds of YouTubers trying to get there are I have been connected to few YouTubers to promote the Rento Joy thing, like everything in Hyderabad.
Hmm.
Their circle knows them, like their locality people or nearby people know them, but out of
Yeah.
that no one knows them. So
Yeah.
fame is limited to an area, but
Hmm.
once you start getting rich, people will
Hmm.
automatically recognize you.
Yeah.
I am a big fan, big die-hard fan of Shah Rukh Khan.
Hmm.
So he acted in movies, but now people tell ki he is the biggest businessman,
Yeah.
not in
Yeah.
terms of acting, but he is compared in terms of money. So
Yeah.
once you
Yeah.
have the money, the fame automatically comes. There are some factors which affect the fame also, but
Yeah.
for me, definitely it's money.
Yeah.
Fame, anytime you can try hard and get the fame, but
Hmm.
money is what you want.
Hmm. I've heard some very interesting answers to this question, right? Because some people said fame, some people said money, including you, and then some people said both at the same time. So everybody thinks differently, and I get new inputs from each one of them, right? So that's why I asked this question to everybody who's coming on podcast. to get to know
So
each and everyone's
it's
opinions.
in general trivia ki money can't do everything.
Yeah,
So I see many philosophers coming on social media and everywhere ki don't run behind money.
yeah,
Try to love what you do.
yeah.
बॉस, जेब में पैसा रहेगा तब कोई आपके साथ काम करेगा, नहीं
Yes,
तो नहीं
yes,
करेगा.
yes, yes.
That's general groundbreaking truth.
Yeah,
You have money in your pockets, people will respect
yeah.
you. See, if you don't have, just tell me an example. How many people you know that they don't have money and they are still respected? They have a respectable position in the like country or somewhere. Once you have
Very
the
less,
money, you
very less.
you have that position. You
Yeah,
have that position कि boss मैं हूँ. My opinion matters in the country.
yeah,
My opinion matters in my locality, my house.
yeah,
So that's general. People need to change that mindset कि पैसा कुछ भी नहीं है.
yeah,
बॉस पैसा भगवान है.
yeah,
भगवान बना लो पैसे को.
yeah. Now, with this point, coming on to the first point
That's
you said
definitely.
in the podcast, Shah Rukh Khan's quote: "Become rich and then become a philosopher." Right. So everything is interlinked. Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Shah Rukh Khan himself states that because being the most loved Badshah of the film industry,
Yeah.
he himself says, ki boss, if I did not have the money, no one would respect me.
Yeah. True. True. True.
See, acting, how many actors are there who, after their acting career, who have the money still?
Yeah. There are
How
quite a
many
few
people
people,
are
but it's
respected
less.
after? So
It is less.
uh, you see many of the actors just going out for roles. Like they have done some amazing movies out.
Yeah.
So money you get, you invest, you whatever you do. But at the end, when you come out of everything, you need to have that pocket sum of money when you need respect.
Yes.
Because
Absolutely.
now in today's society, money is equal to your respect.
Yeah.
Even if you go to look out for a match in your thing, like if you go to get married,
Yeah.
people will first inquire ki how much wealth he has.
Absolutely.
It might be anyone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
nowadays they don't see the character, they don't see like that secondary matter comes in.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
first thing would be how much wealth does he have and how much monthly earning does he do.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
the first thing which happens. So
Yes.
definitely I would say I would today every youngster, every 14, 15-year old guy,
Yes.
boss, utho, paisa kamao, even the girls for the fact of matter.
Yeah.
Because now I see that, I would just tell you an interesting thing happening right
Hmm.
now. So, as I'm into rentals of IT,
Hmm.
I was taking interviews for my IT networking
Okay.
position, networking engineers and everything.
Yeah.
So, I took some 150, 200 odd interviews that
Okay.
day, and not even a single lady or girl came out from that.
Hmm. Hmm.
When I asked the institute ki boss, why is this
Hmm.
so? They said ki either girls are not
Hmm.
interested in
Hmm.
that course,
Hmm.
either their family is not interested to make them a networking
Hmm.
engineer or something like
Hmm.
that. Because that is something which many people have the trivia ki girls can't do this
Yeah.
thing. I posted this on
Yeah.
LinkedIn
Yeah.
also, and couple of people reverted back to
Hmm.
me on
Hmm.
this. Ki, is this
Hmm.
true? Is this
Hmm.
happening? You need to check the ground
Yeah.
reality. I feel if a man can do this
Hmm.
thing, a girl can also do
Obviously,
that.
that's right.
Many people say some things, so there are some sectors where women can't
Hmm.
work. But for me, if like the
Hmm.
strongest thing which we
Hmm.
can do is promote and I won't say
Hmm.
help, but support
Yeah.
women because help is not
Yeah.
what they need. They just
Yeah.
need the support.
Absolutely.
So I see like I would say Priyanka
Hmm.
Chopra,
Hmm.
Deepika
Hmm.
Padukone, and many of the bigger startups have been supported by
Yeah.
women. They have started the startup because they had that gut feeling ki boss I
Yeah.
can do anything.
Yeah.
My family is there, I
Hmm.
can do that. People need to change that mindset ki no this is
Yeah.
not happening or something.
Yeah.
And that's society mindset, society trivia.
Yeah,
It's changing.
absolutely. Absolutely. Very, very interesting stuff I've heard from you today, Yash. Uh, everything, like everything, what came out from your mouth is very, very interesting, to be really honest. Because, as I said earlier, I've never done a podcast with someone who's dropped out and also someone who has started at age of 14. Man, क्या है मतलब? You're just different comparatively to other people.
No, see, I would say no. It's not just different, but I would say I had that gut feeling.
Yeah.
So there was few months back there was a YouTube viral
Hmm.
video where a small boy was selling chaat
Hmm.
papdi.
Hmm. Hmm.
You would have seen that
Yeah,
video
I
of
guess
a healthy guy, a
I
small
guess I
boy
have, but I don't
selling.
remember exactly. Yeah.
So he was also featured in one of the
Hmm.
YouTubers web
Hmm. Hmm.
series.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't remember the child's
Hmm.
name. So he got viral because he was small,
Yeah.
because of his
Yeah.
age. But age is for me, age is so, I attend a lot of networking
Hmm.
platforms. I'm a part of
Hmm.
a lot of networking
Hmm.
platform. One of those is BNI.
Okay.
Uh, I'm a member of BNI for past 5 6 years now.
Nice. Nice. That's amazing.
So what? So I would say I am the youngest
Hmm.
in the whole of BNI, my BNI
Hmm.
region, and I hang out with people who are double my age.
Wow. 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 That's amazing. That's amazing.
So that gives you a sense of work ethics
Yeah.
and knowledge. I would say
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
go there to attract knowledge, to get some knowledge from them,
Yeah.
because they have seen a vast world, like more than me.
Yeah.
They have attended more people than me. They have spoke
Yeah.
to. They have done couple of things
Yeah.
more. Like I have just started my career.
Hmm.
They are at the age of like 40,
Hmm. Hmm.
45,
Hmm.
50.
Hmm. Hmm.
So they know much more
Yeah.
than me.
Obviously. Obviously.
So I would say you can learn from a 2 year old
Hmm.
kid to a 100 year old
Yeah.
person. So 100 years, there is no one right now in 100 years. But yes, till the time you're open for
Yeah.
learning, you can do anything in your life.
Obviously.
You just need to keep. So I have this interesting fact कि
Hmm.
सुनो सबकी करो अपनी.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You take everything from
Yeah.
everyone, you process that, then do what you want.
True.
So
True.
many people will say you कि तू ये नहीं करेगा तो तू तेरा बिजनेस डूब जाएगा,
Yeah.
तू कभी जिंदगी में खड़ा नहीं हो पाएगा.
Yeah.
But I would say till the time I'm not down,
Hmm.
how will I know that this is the mistake I don't want to do again?
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
so if people say learn from others' mistake, not from yours.
Yeah.
Because that is not happening in the real life. Till the time
Hmm.
you don't learn from your own mistakes, you can't learn from others' mistake कि बॉस उसने वो गलती किया था मैं वो गलती नहीं करूंगा.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not happening anywhere in your situation.
Yeah.
Everyone says that कि मैं तो उसकी गलती से सीख गया मैं वो गलती नहीं
Hmm.
करूंगा.
Hmm.
Anywhere in your life you will repeat that mistake.
Yeah. Obviously.
But when you repeat that mistake again you won't do that.
Yeah.
So that's definitely age for me is just one, you know, a number.
Yeah. Yeah.
कि बॉस आज इतने एज का हूं मैं कल अगले साल उतने का हो जाऊंगा.
Yeah.
That's the number.
Yeah. Amazing, amazing, Yash, amazing. So, thank you so much, Yash, for joining me for this podcast, and I hope everybody enjoyed what me and Yash spoke about, because we have touched upon all the interesting stuff which I never touched upon in any of the podcasts. And Yash is actually one of the persons who have he's actually the only person I've met, as I said, who has started at a young age again. As he said, age doesn't matter, but still I'm saying because I haven't met anyone. So he started at the young age and then now dropped out and everything. Amazing, man, amazing. And thank you so much for joining, Yash. So I hope everyone has enjoyed the podcast too.
Thank you, Pawan. Thank you for
Yeah.
having me at your platform. It was great. Like some true words came out of me after a very long time. So thank you for having me. And in future, I would love to connect with you again.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Yash. Thank you for coming and thank you for spreading knowledge, whatever you
Thank
have.
you, Pawan.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Yash.
Thank you.
Thank
It's
you.
great pleasure, Pawan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.